Welcome to JD's Prep. So we've been given an evolutionary tree here that represents possible relationships between several species of plants. So according to this family tree, to this evolutionary tree, species B and C are more closely related to each other than to species A. So we need to choose one of these gel electrophoresis diagrams to best support that statement. So we want to find a diagram where species B and C are similar and definitely more similar to each other than they are to species A. So which diagram here best supports that statement? Okay, there is one diagram where species B and species C are very similar on the gel electrophoresis and certainly more similar to each other than they are to species A. That is going to be our best answer. Looking at the other diagrams, just to confirm, we can see that they have demonstrated a fair amount of similarities between species A and species C, which is why we can eliminate those three options. So, in addition to analyzing DNA, what other evidence could be used to best support the evolutionary relationship between species B and C? Okay, so living in the same ecosystem, using the same amount of sunlight, growing to the same maximum height, those are all things that can very much happen between species that are not very closely related at all. Okay, so those can be eliminated. So 3 talks about species B and C possessing many of the same enzymes. Certainly possessing those same enzymes speaks more to a close genetic relationship or a closer genetic relationship than any of those other options. And finally, we want to circle the dot that best represents that common ancestor of all 3 species, A, B, and C. We want to find where all of these lines intersect, which is this dot right here. All right, thank you for using JD's Prep.